how are major powers like Russia likely to respond to Israel's settlement plans, especially that the Russian Foreign Ministry warned Israel from the annexation of the occupied Golan Heights, saying that it is unacceptable move or an unacceptable move, sir?
Yes, I think the Russian, as you said, they have their interest in Syria, but now, as the fallen of the Assad have been, that's fallen down, and now the Russian, that's even diplomatic, they will leave Syria, according to the news. But for the Russia, as they condemned this step from Israeli government for High Golan, that's as the Israeli want to stay there, and they condemned, but what they could do this.
Yes, exactly,
now,
sir. They condemn, but they always condemn, but they never do any action, sir.
no, nobody, and even the Arab countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, all these countries that have been met before yesterday on Aqaba, also they met in order to discuss, that the situation in Syria after the Assad fall, that regime. But what they could do, they condemned also. So as I said before, Israeli is used the policy of de facto on the ground, and after that, there is American, that they could be beside Israeli, and if there any Security Council resolution against this step, I think the American will, as you know, will stay against this stage. And also, as you know, the President Trump said that Israel state is small, so it's need to be expand and to increase their borders. So this is also some things that give the indicators and justification to the Israeli government when they met yesterday in order to take this plan, to take this stay in order to approve and adopt this plan in their cabinet yesterday. So this is the situation. I don't think that any of the countries from the Arab countries or the international community or Russia or even Germany or France, they condemned, but they will not do anything. This is the truth. This is the policy.
So we will live with condemnation?
Yes, I think that what is this the solution for this, or what we could solve like this? I think it's just from the American. They could pressure on the Israeli government in order to withdraw from the isolation area. That this is the thing.
Which administration, sir? The Biden administration or the, of course, President-elect Donald Trump administration?
I don't think that Biden could do anything now because it's just maybe 1 month or maybe 34 days. So just waiting for Trump. Because
sir, do you think that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is counting on this and counting that the Biden administration cannot do anything anymore, or is counting on the U.S. elect Donald Trump?
Yes, I think that Netanyahu is, made yesterday this plan in the cabinet because he knows that
he made a plan or a statement, sir.
What?
A plan or a statement yesterday, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu about Donald Trump.
No, what I said is that the plan from the Netanyahu for High Golan, as you know, the increasing and expansion, it's a plan. But for the statement from Trump, it was before, but when he said that Israeli should increase their and expand their borders.
You were mentioning something that Netanyahu said yesterday, sir.
Yes, yesterday he was, Netanyahu was glad for this. And also, as you know now, Netanyahu, he have many pressure on his, administration, especially because of what happened in Gaza and because of the hostages. So this is also another step that Netanyahu is doing in order to make shift for, and also to say that he is the king of Israel. That's, I think, what Netanyahu is want to send a message to the world.
Okay, Dr. Mounir, internationally, Israeli settlement expansion is widely condemned and illegal under international law. Yet major powers like the United States have not taken significant action against Israel. Why do you think global reactions, especially from the United States and Western countries, remain muted despite the legal and humanitarian implications of this move, sir?
It's actually much worse than muted. If we remember at the time...
Much worse, in which means, sir, define, sir.
Yeah, it means complicity. Donald Trump, when he was president of the United States, he actually decided to not only to ignore the Israeli settlement expansion, whether in the occupied Palestinian territory or in the occupied Syrian territory, but he decided to also recognize the Israeli sovereignty over the territories that it occupied, whether we are talking about Jerusalem or the Golan Heights. The United States, after the presidency of Trump, recognized the Israeli sovereignty over occupied territory, which is certainly...
When he moved the embassy, sir?
Illegal. Well, he moved the embassy to Jerusalem.
Exactly, sir.
And he recognized Israeli sovereignty over the...
When he moved the Israeli embassy, sir.
Yes. Yes, the U.S. embassy was moved from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem during Trump's presidency.
Okay, sir.
Which means that he recognized also Israeli sovereignty over Jerusalem, which has not been recognized by, until today, it's not recognized by the overwhelming majority of states in the world.